Hi, this is Miche today, and I'm Miche Fambro. In this episode, we're going to travel to Germany and meet a friend, Buffy Buffers. I met Buffy on a site that I teach on called Jam Play. What's Jam Play? Jam Play is a site for guitarists. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, professional, musicians just sort of go there to get inspiration. And anyway, I really want to jump right into this, but let me warn you that the name Buffy is a bit addicting, and I just say it a lot. It's hard not to. Anyway, let's meet Buffy. See?
Buffy, how are you?
Hey, Miche, thank you so much for having me. That's such an honor.
Well, Buffy, look, right here, I'm in upstate New York. It's about 10 a.m. What time is it over there?
It's around 4.
Yeah?
4 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm.
I see. So I'm waking up, and you're winding down.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep soon.
Well, Buffy, just to kind of clue folks in, you are a singer, you're a dancer, you've done, I guess you're an actress, you've done musicals, and let me see here, hip hop. That was what you were, doing with your...
I used to help get kids off the streets, and into, creation of shows and all things. I mean, it was absolutely awesome.
Okay.
Kids rock. Kids rock.
Now, you are from Brazil, and you're now living in Germany.
Yes. I call myself international, really, because, I was born in Brazil, but my family's half English, and I've got family in America, and, so it's international.
Have you been to America?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
No, I know, so many are asking me to come, but at the moment, time.
And of course, you speak several languages.
English, Portuguese, and German. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, about your music, one of the things that's pretty interesting is I know that among all your interests, you are what I would call, or I will ask, is it fair to say that you're an animal activist?
I call myself, definitely, but I call myself much more of, I am for life, I am for diminishing the cruelty and the pain that is inflicted on any living being, and I'm hoping for the day to come that this world is going to be cruelty free. I know that people say, oh, you're a little bit bananas because this won't happen, but I just say, if you don't work for it, then it won't, right? So why not give it a go? And I see animals as angels without wings, and they deserve protection and love like everybody else. So yeah.
Your current song, Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover. Tell me about that.
I wrote that song for a dog called Lennox.
Lennox?
Lennox, yes.
Okay.
He used to live in Ireland, and after 2 years battle, he was killed. And he was killed only because he looked like a certain breed. And he never bit anybody. He was loved, had a great family who always took very well care of him. And so the whole entire world, as soon as, I know people that as soon as they hear just the name, just run down their chicks. Because, it's a fact. There is something called BSL, which is breed-specific legislation, which means that if a dog just looks like a certain breed, they will be taken away from you and will be killed. No matter the age, it can be a puppy, it can be an old dog with no teeth, with no history of biting, they will suffer for it. And only because some individuals are not really taking care of their dogs properly. And I think if animal protection came into action, believe me, you wouldn't have so many disasters happening between humans and animals. And education.
Well, where can people go if they want to know more about this, Buffy?
Well, I got a homepage, which is in moving at the moment. I'm always adding, taking something away, and I'm going to be putting some links. And I've got all sorts of issues about animals, but in a positive light, because I think we have to see the positive things about animals. And just come to my site and have a look.
Look in my eyes, what you see is not a monster. Look inside, don't troubled by its cover. Oh no, why do you do the things that you do? Did you ever stop before it's too late? Why do you do the things that you do? You better stop before you regret the fate. Sorry, Lennox.
Well, now we're going to hang out with Buffy and take a stroll. Okay, so we're back with Buffy Buffers. I love that name, Buffy Buffers. Buffy, I assume that you're familiar with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yes, she is my idol. And that's where my name comes from, because you see, she fights against vampires. Well, I fight against animal haters. So I just say, animal haters, be aware.
Well, Buffy, here's something I'm really curious about. A lot of people assume that me being a black guy, that blues is something that's part of my life, and that I must really love the blues. And the truth is, as a young man, blues to me, my brother, and a lot of our friends, it was old people's music. We don't want to have anything to do with old people's music. So I'm curious that with you, certainly artists like Jobim, I mean, these are people that, I guess what I'm asking is, do you consider that old people's music?
Well, I just only can speak for myself, and not really. I think they're very sophisticated. I see people who go to university, kind of thing, people hearing this kind of music. So no, I think it's just sophistication, you see. Because actually, I didn't go to university, and I listened to Bossa Nova. I think Bossa Nova rocks.
Well, speaking of sophistication, my dear, let's indulge, shall we?
Oh yes, let it roll.
Someone to hold me tight, that would be very nice.
Passou nem parou, mas olha só pra mim.
Someone to understand each little dream in me.
Vou contar que o amor foi feitinho pra dar. Olha, é como o verão, quente o coração.
Let me take your hand.
Salta de repente para ver a menina que vem.
Someone to cling to me, stay with me right or wrong.
Pra ver tem de ser, nunca tem quem amar.
Someone to take my heart and give her heart to
Nem
me.
parei, nem dormi, só pensando em lhe dar. Peço, mas você não vem bem. Deixa então, falo só, digo ao céu, mas você vem. I can see it will be nice.
A special thanks to Michael Packlin, also known as Miche, on keyboards. Miche was born and raised in Russia and is currently living in Indonesia. We met in a Thai restaurant in Rockaway Beach, New York. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I also want to thank Buffy.
Buffy, thank you so much for joining me.
Well, we thank you, don't we? This is Sunny and this is Queenie, and we are so grateful for being in your show, and I wish you all the luck with all the future interviews, and you're absolutely a great person. You're just awesome. And please continue being who you are.
All right. Well, look, you have a great evening, okay?
And bye-bye to everybody, and keep fighting for the animals, and all my friends who are there with me fighting for the lives and saving lives every single day. You're absolutely awesome. And let me stop now or I'll start crying. That's not good.
Okay, bye, Buff.
Okay, bye, Miche. Thank you.
Well, that was fun. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.
Those were dreaded days on the south side of the city.